Hello. So I've got a lot to tell you and I'm going to try and do it in one clean shot so I don't have to do loads of editing. It's probably going to be about a 10-minute video. And if you're a friend of mine, a family member or someone that's associated with me through business or something, then I hope that you'll watch and pay attention. I've got some really great news. I've also got some really lame news. The lame news is not life-threatening, so don't worry, I'm all good. But basically, the excellent news is that after a long time of trying, I can finally say I have a suitable visa that means that I can leave the country. So I can leave Japan and still return to Japan and still be able to continue my life here, which is really important to me, especially as I have a fiance here in Japan and I want to live here for as long as I know. I don't know what's in my life, so don't ask me if that's forever. I don't know what business and everything will come of it. But my big news is I'm going to come back to the UK this year and I'm very, very excited to see everybody. Now, I'm sure everybody has got loads of questions like, can you come here? Will you go there? Are you going to bring him? No, he's not coming. I'm going to go where I go. I'll see you if I can. I hope I can see you. I've got massive plans and I'll be in about 8 or 10 different cities throughout the UK. I beg you to bear with me in regards to that and not ask me lots and lots of questions. It's an incredibly expensive process, the whole thing. I need to let you know that the flights have cost me almost £2,000. You can ask why they cost that much, and I think it's because of gas prices these days. It is not because of the time that I'm returning home. I said, please take me from anywhere in Japan to anywhere in the UK, any time of the year, and I booked the cheapest according to that. I'm delighted to say that means that I'll be coming to the UK at one of my favourite times ever, which is in July. So I'll be coming towards the end of July for basically a month, but actually I'll be cutting that a little bit short to travel to a couple of places on my way back. And the reason is because all of the flights are about 20 hours to 50 hours with many changeovers. And the changeovers will have you in airports for a very long time. So basically every flight I'm going on is about 12 hours long. So yeah, please feel free to pity me in regards to that. And I noticed that on the way back, it kept trying to stop me in Dubai and Singapore. And I thought, you know what? If you're going to have me in airports for 5 to 10 hours, I'm going to get off and I'm going to go and enjoy the place. So on the way back, I will go to Dubai for 4 days or so, which I'm delighted to say I'm delighted with everything at the moment. Apparently, I'm using that word a lot. Is on my radar thanks to a couple of friends that I know that live out there. And then I'm going to do a kind of 17-hour layover in Singapore throughout the day. So I'm looking forward to enjoying that too, especially seeing as the cost is astronomical. Now, I want to express from the bottom of my heart how much this is going to cost me in a huge, huge way. And people might think, oh, you can make it cheaper or something. But the fact is I haven't been home, and at that point it'll be almost 4 years. When I came here, I didn't plan to stay here for so long. The pandemic changed that. And so I need to sort a lot of things. Things were in people's basements. Things are moved into my mum's house. I need to sort that. I need time and space to do that. So I beg you to give me that if I need it, and not expect too much of me. I know the right people won't expect too much of me, but I ask you to let me come to you rather than you asking me lots of questions. I always do my best to present what I can to everybody on social media as and when I have the time and space to do that. This has been bumped up a little bit sooner than I'd like to say it for various reasons. I work for a company called Nova in Japan, and I love my job and I love my students. I'm self-employed here in that job. It's not proper employment, so I don't get any benefits. And in turn, I don't get any money for taking that time off, so I will lose a whole month's pay. I still have to pay for all of my bills, all of my rent and electricity while I'm gone. And worse than that, I have to literally pay for the time off. The time off will cost me about £350. I will not earn about £2,000. My flights will cost about £2,000. So before I've eaten anything or stayed anywhere or got any train to any airport, this is already costing me a huge amount of money. And I hope for your sympathies in regards to that, because that's the bites. I won't be coming home again anytime soon unless something changes with gas prices and travel plans. But I can't have it be any longer because I've lost 4 grandparents in just 3.5 years, and I'm not going to lose any more people in my family or friendship groups before I visit the UK again. It has to be done. I have to come and see everybody and give you all squeezes. I'm really excited to say that one of my first stops in the UK is actually going to be Kendall, which is nowhere near where I live and nowhere near where anybody lives. But you have to do things for yourself sometimes. And there is a festival called Kendall Calling that is doing what? Yes, it is calling me. I've always wanted to go to this festival. And if there is such a thing as fate, I chose the tickets based on what I just said, anywhere, anytime. And I checked to see if I booked the tickets, and then I checked to see if that festival was available. And I got some of the last tickets, so I'm really, really pleased to get to go there, camping and everything. I'm going to get away from the cicadas of Japan, which are going to give me tinnitus. That's the ringing of the ears, right? I'm looking forward to not having that for a month. That's going to be great. And getting away from Japanese humidity. I love it here, and I love the heat now, actually, but the humidity is something else. I'm really excited to have barbecues and things. I'm really excited to have sunlight until 10 p.m. That's just so exciting. I've missed all of that. But like I said, it's going to be really expensive. So what can you do to help me is maybe a question you have. And the answer is, if you want to hang out with me, please come to where I am or meet me part way. Please don't offer to drive me places unless you're already going there, unless it makes sense, because I really do care about the environment. And I don't want people just driving just to collect me. But I'm not gonna cause myself any problems if it makes sense for that, or if you're close enough to the areas I'm going, then thank you very much, I will accept. But what you can do, you can cook for me, you can buy me a drink, you can buy me some food while I'm hanging out with you. If there's anything you can do that involves taking me somewhere, showing me something and not having me pay, then I'm not too proud to say I'll be really grateful for that. So thank you very much. I'm looking for roast dinners, pints of cider, and literally walks by the beach. So it's inevitable that one is likely to gain a lot of weight when they go and visit their home country. So if you can take me for walks and things, that would be great too. Please walk your local Kendall. Please feed her and water her. And yeah, let's have a nice time and make some memories, because this is going to be the trip of my lifetime. I normally only travel to Europe, and I haven't travelled anywhere outside of Japan for 4 years almost. I know a lot of people don't have the luxury of travel, but there are other things that other people have that I don't have. For example, I don't have TV. I can't afford TV, so I don't pay for TV. So if you think, Kendall has everything, she's so lucky. I don't even earn enough money to pay back my student loan, guys. So what you think and what is the case are sometimes quite different. So please bear that in mind. Now, this month is the beginning of April. This is not an April Fool's. I should have opened with that. I actually lose a job. I work about 4 jobs at any one time. 2 of them are almost full-time. And the others are part-time. My almost full-time job is teaching English. The other almost full-time job has been running live-streamed Hago tours, which has been really wonderful for about 13 months. I did a part-time job teaching English and art here, English art and sustainable development goals. That has been a great source of pleasure for me, but that ends from this month. And also throughout the year, I make art commissions and have exhibitions. I'm very excited to announce that I will have another exhibition in 2 months, just in a local train station, but you will be able to, well, I'll find a way to present that online to you somehow. And I hope that you'll be interested in buying some of my art. That's another way in which you can support me. You can also support me through different things that are available online, but I'll tell you more about that in a moment. So I'm about to get more free time, which is wonderful, because I need to study, exercise and play games, something I haven't really done because I've been working 4 jobs for over a year now, which has been a bit much. I'm not sleeping enough, and that makes you do things like gain weight, get stressed, etc. I know I seem happy, healthy and well right now, and I am, but it is still important to get time to yourself, right? We got very sad news in the Hago community yesterday, so this is the second part of my video. If you don't care about my life in Hago or anything, then you can tune out now, but it does all lead up one into the other. First of all, I should probably have a break to say, in regards to my travel costs for the UK, everything together was probably going to cost me a quarter of my annual income. That's a vast amount, and I still have to pay for everything else in my life. A lot of it I can't use Japanese money, so I've had to rip into crucial savings that would have been for more important things in my future. But I'm going to make the most of this. As I told a friend this, she was obviously making a plan that she didn't tell me about until a little while ago, but she's intending to set up a GoFundMe for me. So at the bottom of this video on YouTube, I will be adding the link to GoFundMe, if that becomes a thing. And that was a bit hard to swallow at first, because I thought, I'm not a charity, I don't need that. And then I realised that every year I spend one of my paychecks on posting stuff to other people. I keep in contact with a lot of people. I make videos and send letters to a lot of people. So if anyone wants to help me, I'm going to accept that. I'm going to teach other people that in this world, if you look after others, you should let others look after you. So if a GoFundMe becomes a thing, please do go and fund me to help with my trip. That would be lovely. The next thing is, yesterday we got really bad news in the Hago world. A whole community of, 10,000 more people are really gutted, basically. We're about to lose Hago in 10 more days. It has been an important source of income for me. Has been amazing. It's even seen me launch a YouTube channel where you can watch some of my uncut tours, and it's seen me become a videographer in a way as well. I love making videos. I love editing them and narrating them, and it's a great pleasure, and I can't wait to see what that brings in my future. And also I would like to be a tour guide in the future too. I currently live in Shiga in Japan, but by the end of the year I should be moving into somewhere with, it's not arranged yet, don't ask questions, but with my partner in Osaka. So I'm looking forward to becoming a big city girl, as I've never been a big city girl as an adult, so I'm excited for that. I'm from Bristol in the UK, but I was only there till I was 18. Nothing in the distance, I'm just trying to get my thinking on so that I can keep this straight and clear. So I'm going to lose 42 sponsors. I'm so proud to say that in just a short period of time on Hago, I've had nearly, and might beat that before the end of this, 2 million postcards, almost 250 followers, 2,500 followers, almost 500 tours, almost 2 million postcards. It's just been incredible, let alone that I've made so many good friends from around the world. I can't believe it. I can't believe how many time zones are in my head. It's a bit stressful, actually. Can't believe I already had enough people that wanted to talk to me. I'm both blessed and cursed to know so many people. I love you all, even if I hate you. Not you guys, but there are some. I do have some enemies, believe it or not. I do have some people that just don't get me, and so they haven't taken to me well, or they've expected too much of me. But and then they've been disappointed to hear that I just don't care. So I guess that counts as me being a bit wise beyond my years. I'm only 33, but I have learnt. I've learnt to look after myself if I can before anyone else, but of course my nature is to look after others too. Anyway, I gotta go off on a tangent there. So I've lost my freelance work that I've had for 13 months, and I'm losing Hago. That is a giant source of my income, which is what was going to help me fund my trip to the UK. So I have a Buy Me a Coffee available. This is a program online that will allow you to give me a little bit of money whenever you feel like it. And I've also set up my Hago sponsorship program on Buy Me a Coffee. So if you would like to consider sponsoring me for £10 a month, that would be wonderful. If anyone specifically wants to help me with travel, I have set up one that is £35 a month. And I have already taken 1,500 out of my savings and put 500 on a credit card for the travel to the UK, and like I said, that hasn't touched the sides in regard to the rest of the travel that needs to come with that too. What else can I say? I want to say to all of my friends and family, that's what I'm calling you guys on Hago, all of the voyages on Hago, don't worry, lovelies. Oh, I'll try not to cry. It is sad. It is a big part of our world that's gone. It's a big part of our social community. But what I'll ask is that if anyone can subscribe to my YouTube channel, that'll help me get to 1,000 subscribers, and that'll allow me to do live streaming on Hago, and I'd love that. I love live streaming. I didn't know I would. And if you're wondering how I can talk to the camera so naturally despite looking off to the side, it's because live streaming suits me, I think. I know there are many other platforms. I beg you, do not inundate me with suggestions. I've got 11 days left on Hago to collect as many things from my archive as possible, as well as present some of the best tours I hope to have ever done, until this point. There is yet more to come in the future, right? Tomorrow is Sunday for me. I'm doing my first 12-hour tour. That's not something that's ever done on Hago. I've got so many battery packs. That alone has cost me a lot of money. 2 gimbals, 4 battery packs, and a load of other things. And the train costs to get around. But we only live once. And I want to show you guys some of my favourite points around Lake Biwa, the largest lake in Japan. We still have 7 days left for cherry blossoms in Shiga. And yeah, if you can tip me, if you can be there, if you can't tip me, keep reviewing me. I've collected the reviews. I'm going to use them for my future. I'm going to tell companies, look what people say about what I can do, and who knows what that could mean for my future. And I have an art exhibition coming up at the end of May. It's already planned to be called A World Inspired by Hago. I planned that about 6 weeks ago or so. I'm going to have a special guest, one of the Hago voyagers, Catherine. She is a renowned artist who has been learning to paint for herself over the last couple of years. And her artwork is gorgeous. And it reminds me of myself when I'm roaming around the UK sketching architecture and things. So she is posting work to Japan, and I'm going to display that too. There's a few other people I might reach out to, but again, I beg you, don't inundate me. I love you. I want to support all of you, but I can't. I'm just one person. I should take a breath now and just say, check me out on linktr.ee/Miss Kendall James. If you want to support me, see the other things that I make, you can check out my Etsy shop, you can check out my previous tours. I beg you, if you get the chance to like and comment on anything I do, just do. Just do. I don't even care if you didn't really watch it, because it helps. The algorithms online these days are just a bit mean. So just like it and comment for no reason. Just do it. But if you comment with reason, then I'll love it. So, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to make myself some lunch. I'm going to upload this. And, yeah, don't be a stranger. Okay? Thank you so much.